Buy cheap and safe NBA 2K22 MT at NBA2King.com. You can use code Excapar, that's EXCAPAR, for 5% off your entire purchase. Alright, beyond level 40, the final step. Now, it's been out here, I think, since Monday, but I wanted to cover that final beyond level 40 option pack and what you guys should be deciding to pick up as that final card whenever you do get to it. So, if you guys are excited, the like button, subscribe, comment, all the wonderful stuff. You just do the things you're supposed to do when you do the video. Y'all know what to do. So, this is the final step right here. Allen double-doubled for the people that just haven't opened up the game. To look at it, you have to win 5 single-player games, win 3 clutch time games, and win 2 unlimited games. You can see I've kind of like slowly worked on some of these. So essentially, it's really not that hard. Obviously, there's going to be, I think, there's 7 total steps. The final step is just called final step, not step 7. So you can go ahead and finish these. So there's 5 cards you can get from this pack. The first is going to be Galaxy Opal DeMarcus Cousins, Galaxy Opal Richard Hamilton, Galaxy Opal Jeremy Grant, Galaxy Opal Danilo Gallinari, and Galaxy Opal Kyle Lowry. For some reason, they decided to leave off some other cards. It's just kind of what 2K decided to do. So it is what it is. So, for example, Sharif Abdul-Rahim isn't available, and Rafer Olsen also isn't available, despite both of them being, cards that were here. So it's a bit interesting, and Cincinnati's Powell, the unlimited reward, also isn't there, which is just weird, although I don't think the unlimited rewards have ever been there. So, it is what it is. So, we're going to look at all of these cards individually, and I'll tell you guys who I think you personally should pick up, depending on what your kind of style of play is, or what you're looking to do. So, here we are with DeMarcus Cousins. Now, DeMarcus Cousins, really good center. 6'10", 7'5" wingspan, and probably going to be my personal pick just because I'm happy with my other positions. DeMarcus Cousins is going to be a pretty solid all-around center, especially on the offensive end. He does have a few badges that I think you need to add to really make him crazy, but he's still going to be pretty good. I mean, you can see it. The guy's a great post guy. He's a great finisher. He's a good shooter. He's got some decent speed. He's got some great all-around defense, good rebounding, and even an 83 ball handle and 84 speed with ball. Honestly, pretty good card. Set shot 8 with the quick timing. Same thing as Arvidas bonus, and I think it's a really easy to time jumper. He has that shifty dribble style, and that Curry move and grow is not bad. I will say this Luka behind the back is absolute trash, but not everything can be crazy on a card. I think all around, he's actually pretty solid. Now, if you're going to be picking up this DeMarcus Cousins because, you just feel like you have a lack of, good centers or a good backup center, I'm probably going to be using this Boogie more as like a power forward, and I think he's actually really good as that. But, missing out on Chef, Blinders, and Deadeye, I think Hyperdrive and Quick Chain can be really good, and because I'm probably going to be using my DeMarcus as like a power forward, I think Menace is also a really good badge to have on him, and I think you do that and you have a really good all-around Boogie. The reason why I can Quick Chain and Hyperdrive is just because, we have the shifty, we can actually dribble a bit, and maybe even get rid of the Menace and give him handles for days, and then you have a really good DeMarcus Cousins. But again, you're picking him up because you kind of have a lack of a center. If you have a pace and space coach boost, you get that 95 speed up. I think that's really good. I'm using the grit and grind, which isn't ideal, but it helps. So all around, I think DeMarcus Cousins is pretty good. I'll cover the one that you definitely want to skip, and that's Kyle Lowry. Now, Kyle Lowry just is not a good card in 2K, really, in general. I mean, in most people's opinion, he's going to be horrible, aside from Raptors fans, or people that just like looking at 2K butts because he's got the dumpy. I mean, that's really the only reason to pick up Lowry. I mean, 6', 6'3" wingspan. The guy has the base dribble style, which is absolutely horrible. And jump shot 78 on the normal timing. They just decided to give a big old middle finger to Kyle Lowry and decided to not make him really good at all. He also can't dunk. I think he's going to be eventually a solid card, but by the time we get a good Kyle Lowry, there's going to be no reason to use him because there's going to be so many other taller PGs in the game, and there already is too many taller PGs in the game to really pick up Kyle Lowry. So I just don't really see too much of a reason to use him. Defense is okay. Playmaking is great. His shooting is going to be good. His finishing is going to be good. But at his size, with his normal timing, slower jumper, and that base dribble style, I just don't think that Lowry really is worth anybody's pickup. And then we have the 3 other cards I think are going to be pretty solid. Rip Hamilton, 6'6", 6'9" wingspan. The guy's got jump shot 40 on quick, which is still a little slow, but has the shifty dribble style. It has some pretty decent dribbling animations. Now, if you want to try this basic version of this Rip Hamilton to see if you want a better one, go ahead and pick up this Duncan Robinson right here. This maxed out Amethyst Duncan Robinson, 6'7", 6'7", and obviously just less Hall of Fame badges, less defense than the Rip Hamilton. And you can kind of see if you like jump shot 40 on quick with that shifty dribble style. And I do think that Duncan actually has better dribbling animations than Rip Hamilton does, but you can go ahead and see if you like jump shot 40, like that kind of cone ability with Duncan Robinson, and if you like it enough that you want an upgrade, boom, you can go ahead and try out Rip Hamilton. Personally, I think that there's better options than Rip. I would kind of put him at 4, Lowry at 5, but that's all up to what you want to do. I personally think Rip's good, just not up there. The guy that I'd put at 3 probably is going to be Danilo Gallinari, 6'10", 7'1" wingspan, super nice, a card that I actually personally have. The Danilo Gallinari jumper on quick is super easy to time, it's super money, that Lillard behind the back is great, that shifty dribble style is also really good, long athlete layup package, we have some great dunking, and that normal leaner is absolutely beautiful, and some good defensive tendencies. Now, the thing with Danilo Gallinari is he just doesn't really, he feels a little clunky on a court, he doesn't feel too crazy, you do have to add a few badges as well, you know, posterizer, fast twitch, maybe a limitless takeoff, a quick chain, a hyper drive, a rim protector, box, more of him even, if you want to play him as a 4. He's definitely a bit of a pup sometimes in the paint, it just doesn't feel the most amazing, which is why I put him at 3rd here, but he still can be a really, you know, solid card for anybody that needs, you know, a good small forward, power forward. Just, it's kind of tough to, like, warrant too many people going ahead and picking up Danilo Gallinari just because, like, there's kind of already a better option that's available in here, just because, you know, having to pick up one of these cards and having to add a bunch of pretty key badges to make them great is going to be tough. If you already have, you know, a Jeremy Grant, for example, or you feel like your squad on the bench is missing a bit of shooting, you know, and a guy who I guess can use this Hall of Fame interceptor and be a decent finisher, I mean, I guess that there's a reason. Or if you just really only care about size, and that 6'10" height with a 7'1" wingspan is going to be, you know, severely different to your squad, then I guess, you know, picking up Danilo Gallinari can be super solid for you. But I think his shooting and stuff like that is good. It's just not worth it when we could just pivot over to a guy like Jeremy Grant, who honestly I would put as maybe number 1, right ahead of DeMarcus Cousins, kind of an opinion. But you can also still go ahead and try to get this Jeremy Grant off the Triple Threat online boards right now. It's not obviously guaranteed, but it's still an option. And also, I love Jeremy Grant because I'm a Syracuse guy. I already said I'm probably going to be picking up DeMarcus Cousins, but Jeremy Grant's probably the best option because he's just good all around. I mean, we're talking about a 6'8" guy, 7'2" wingspan. He's got nice jumper and jump shot 62 on that quick timing, and no other card has it right now. It's the same jumper as Bam Adebayo, Wendell Carter Jr., Tristan Thompson. If you've used any of these cards before, then you know what that jumper is like. It's actually pretty solid. Or Michael Porter Jr. Most of us, if we played at the beginning of the year, we've used that Sapphire Michael Porter Jr. You use the jumper, you found what it was like, and that's on the normal timing, so you kind of know if you like it. He's also got the quick dribble style, he's got the Kobe Bryant size up escape, and he has that hard and behind the back, which isn't ideal, but it's definitely solid enough. Long athlete layup package and great dunking animations. His defensive tendencies are absolutely godly. 95 pass interception, 95 on-ball steal, contest shot, and a 90 block shot. And I mean, the stats all around go crazy. We still have Hall of Fame snipers who are going to be a good shooter. We have some really good finishing out there. Hall of Fame posterizer, limitless takeoff, slithery, acrobat. We have clamps, interceptor, intimidator, menace, pickpocket. Definitely had a brick wall to him. Definitely had a deadeye. Definitely had a chef. And honestly, he's probably one of the most ready to use cards kind of available right now. So that's kind of why I think most people, if you don't have Jeremy Grant, or if you just don't want to work to get him off the Triple Threat online boards, he's probably the most readily available or best card to pick up in general. So I think that if you already have Jeremy Grant, your next option should probably be DeMarcus Cousins or Danilo. If you already got DeMarcus Cousins from Limited, I think Danilo's probably there. If you have Jeremy Grant, Danilo Gallinari, DeMarcus Cousins, get Rip Hamilton. And if you already have Rip Hamilton, Jeremy Grant, Danilo Gallinari, and DeMarcus Cousins, I don't really think I can recommend you getting Kyle Lowry if you don't already have him. Honestly, I would say Kyle Lowry is just not going to ever give you guys anything that you need, so the strategy could just be try to pick up one of these guys and use it as like an exchange piece if you get a pack that you can open up for it. I honestly don't quite remember if it just goes directly into your collection, and that's a bit of an L, and I would just get Kyle Lowry. So I mean, it's kind of tough, but in general, my ranking would go probably just, I'll actually put it in exact order for you guys. My ranking would go Jeremy Grant at 1, DeMarcus Cousins at 2, Danilo Gallinari at 3, Rip Hamilton at 4, and Kyle Lowry at 5. And like, Kyle Lowry is that only pick if you just absolutely do not have him. You have all of the other cards, and there's just no way that you can pick up a better option. So hopefully you guys can go out and get some nice I guess, dubs to go ahead and get, you know, all these beyond level 40s. My team's a little bit sweaty right now. People are trying to finish off, you know, Cincinnati's power grinds and stuff like that. So hopefully your unlimited wins and clutch time wins don't go too bad for you. But let me know if this video did help you out in the comment section below. Like if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe if you guys are new. We are on the road to 15K subscribers and nearly at 12K. Hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see you in the next video.